So today I want to ask you if you have the right ingredients. You heard me correct. I said, do you have the right ingredients? Let's get into it. My name is Dr. Karim Ellis. They call me the #1 breakthrough strategist, and I've been speaking, teaching, and transforming lives on a global basis for the last 2 decades, the last 20 years. And like I said earlier, I want to talk to you about the right ingredients. You know, back when I was in 12th grade as a senior, I decided to go out and take a home economics class. And I'll be upfront with you, home ec was fun, right? We learned how to bake and cook and sew and create. And so when it came time to take our midterm exams, we didn't have to do a written test. We didn't have to do a test on the computer. Our assignment was a homework assignment that we did over the course of the weekend. We had to make a cake from scratch. When I say from scratch, that means it can't be store-bought. You can't go get you a cake mix box and use that. You have to get all the ingredients and do it from scratch. And that homework assignment was going to be 50% of your grade that year. So of course, when I went home, I had the cheat code. I had my mother, who's been baking food since I came onto this planet. And so my mother agreed to help me. However, she said, I will not do your project for you because this is for your grade. So my mother sent me to the grocery store with a list of items to go get to make this cake. Eggs, flour, sugar, vanilla extract. It was a bunch of items, sour cream, and I'm grabbing all these items. 25 minutes later, I'm at home in the kitchen. And she's telling me the order of operations to mix all this stuff in. And so I begin to mix all the ingredients in. I pour the batter into a cake pan. I put the pan in the oven, and I let it sit in there for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. About 20 minutes into it, I could smell the cake. I mean, it smelled absolutely delicious. 45 minutes later, the cake is done. I put it in a cake carrier. I put it on the countertop. Monday morning, I had the cake ready to go. I get in the home economics class. I give it to my teacher. My teacher looks me in the eyes and says, I will have your assignment graded by Wednesday. Wednesday rolls around. I'm in home economics class, eager to see what I got on this test because I don't put my foot into this. I don't work hard to make this cake. And she's passing out grades. I realize she has given me this big, fat, juicy F. And right as the bell rang, I decided to hang back to let all the other students leave because I want to have a one-on-one conversation to figure out what went wrong because surely there's got to be a mistake. And so I remember approaching the teacher and I asked her, how did I get an F on this? And she said, how'd you get an F on this? Absolutely. How did I get an F on this? I worked hard on this project. She said, well, I can show you better than I can tell you. Why don't you have a slice of your own cake and tell me what you think? And so before I knew it, I cut out a small piece. I put it inside my mouth. It only took me about 2.5 chews to figure out something about this cake don't taste right. I mean, it looked like a cake. It smelled like a cake, but it definitely didn't taste like a cake. You see, in my eagerness to get the project done, I forgot to add the 2.5 cups of sugar. It was on the countertop. I had it there, but I forgot to mix it inside. So again, it looked like a cake. It smelled like a cake, but it definitely did not taste like a cake. And for that reason, I got an F. Now, why am I telling you this? Because I believe that 2025 is going to be your year to crush it when it comes to your goals, your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations. But in order for you to do that properly, I believe there are 3 ingredients you absolutely must have if you want to be super successful going into 2025. And I'm going to share those ingredients with you right now. The very first ingredient you have to have is you got to have the right vision. My favorite scripture in the book of life says to write the vision and make it plain. That means it's your job before you get into 2025 to figure out what is the vision I'm going after and be detailed, be clear about it because you can't operate in confusion and get great results. So number 1, what do I want to be, do, and have in 2025? And once I get the vision correct, next I want to work on the second ingredient, which is the strategy. You heard me correct. I said the right strategy. When people say, how do you create success? I was clear about what direction I want to go on with vision, but then I have to figure out what strategy will be best equipped to help me transition from where I am to where I want to be. I believe to be successful in 2025 is going to be about strategy. You got to figure out based on your gifts, your talents, your skill set, your education, and most importantly, your connection and your resources. What strategy can I apply and employ that's going to help me get to my fantastic finish line? And then the third and final ingredient has got to be the mentor. When people ask me what thing I did that created the best leap into my success, I had the right vision, I had the right strategy, but I also selected the mentor that knew how to do the very thing that I wanted to do. They understood my vision, they have mastered the strategy, and most importantly, they can pour it into my cup, show me how to do it, how to avoid the pitfalls, right? And be the right cheerleader to help inspire me to get to my fantastic finish line. The great thing is being a part of this organization, you're already surrounded by the mentors. They're already around you 24/7. That means you just got to show up with vision and strategy, pick the right mentor, and I promise you, you'll be on the pathway to serve out your goals and dreams in 2025. My name is Dr. Karim Ellis. #1 Breakthrough Strategist. Is a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor, and I can't wait to rock it with you guys as we step into this new year. Salute.